Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. It's Superman. I'm going to upload that with this. History's Strongest Disciple, Kenichi. Now, I didn't obviously it's not going to be uploaded on Saturday, it's going to be uploaded on Sunday, but it's only been like, what, one day, so. Anyway, this chapter gets a 4. Yeah, I'm actually going to give a 4. I'm going to give this a 4. This was pretty damn good, because we got some crucial information of what's going on right now. It's big time, because now that the whole thing with Ogata and the Yomi has been pushed aside, we're entering a new kind of arc of what's going down. And we get the beginning of this chapter, which is 527. The title is at the end, but it was blocked. Taking steps to something. So, I don't know the full, because Manga Stream's taking a long-ass time to translate it, so I figured might as well, can't wait too long for that, but 527. And we see Kenichi, he's training, he's got those weights on him by Akisame. And then, you know, we have Miyu saying they're steadily recovering. There's a scene with Rimi and Ryoto are recovering. She was wearing a nurse outfit. It was kind of weird. But anyway, they're recovering. And then Kenichi's like, oh, I'm so glad. You know, I was worried about them and so on and so forth. And then we got Kensei, you know, there. And he's going to give him a jar to carry or some shit. And we see Sakaki saying to Akisame, you know, are you still thinking about that? And he says, just a little. And he's thinking about Tanaka. Because this whole situation of Kenichi and his friends of the Shinpaku Alliance, it kind of went in there. You know, and it was in the minds of the masters, because they've realized now, well, Akisame's realized that, you know, it's kind of dangerous. They could die, you know, and they really do. He doesn't want that to happen to Kenichi and his friends. Akisame wants to protect him and stuff. So, you know, give or take. And it's just never lose a life again. And then, you know, and then we see Ayato's talking with them, and he says, I'm not sure we can talk like that. Because Akisame is saying how, you know, they're martial artists and we must respect their resolve. It's not like they'll step back just because we tell them anyway. And, you know, Ayato's saying, I'm not sure we can talk like that. I heard that certain people are gathering in Japan, and he mentions the Hachio Executioner Blade. Now, from this chapter, that's not an actual blade. That's a person, or a group of people, that are being recruited for this set situation. So, this Executioner Blade is actually a group of martial artists that are being recruited to, you know, for Yomi, for the organization. And then we see him saying there are a bunch of devils that would even slash a priest. Ayato's saying, and then Akisame saying it's almost time then. And I think it's not Shigure, I think it's Hayato. It's saying, how can we protect those children? And pretty much what I got from this chapter was that this is going to be focused on Shigure. That's what this chapter's this arc's going to be focused on, to at least a certain extent. Because the team that Naomi has gotten going in now is called the weapons team. So they excel in swords, knives, and all that stuff. So that's the gist of it. And we see these two people, which we saw at the end of last week's chapter, but we don't know their names yet. And they're looking for a famous special person. The girl's talking to this guy, famous special person, and they're talking to their master. It is basically a jail called Big Lock, for criminals whose powers exceed that of normal people. And he's just going in there, trying to block. He throws these snowballs at the lasers that turn into mist, and he's allowed to. He goes really fast and goes real quick into the facility, and it's supposedly impossible to get in there, and he gets in there, and we see this, and the guy's name who goes in there is Alec Dono, Alec, and no wait, and he said this guy's there's this crease there, and he's saying, looks like we have a rare visitor, Alec Dono, a visit from the weapon team, Daigo Dono. And he's saying, Smiling Steel Fist, Daigo Karo, and the Executioner, Exterminator Puncher, Alexander Grider. I guess even for the one Shadow 9 Fists, it's hard to escape from here. And then he says, the guy in there is telling Alec Dono, we can't escape. And then there's this guy with, I think it's a woman or a guy, I can't really tell, saying we lost to Rion Zanpaku. Normally the losers have to follow what the winners say. And that's why we're staying here. And it's basically these two guys who are basically, they have to stay in that facility based upon their pride as martial artists. That's the logistics of it. And then and then he tells them, saying, our Hachio Executioner Blade is gathering. Isn't this a good reason to get out? And then he tells them, think about it carefully. The one Shadow sent me to tell you this. And he was just reiterating this guy that their pride as martial artists is what has them caged in here. And he's like thinking that's how you imprison them in Zanpaku. And he goes back to his disciples and saying that there should be no other people from the weapon team here, prison here. Indeed, they should be used. And the girl saying should be careful. Could be useful if we help them escape. Escape on their own. So basically, they're leaving. They're leaving. Those two and the master. They just leave because they're waiting for them to escape on their own. Because he was just going there just to tell them about, this message. And then we go back to Rion Zanpaku, and we see Shigure, and this is where she comes out and says, Ayato's saying, I did say that they were going to fight the weapon team. I'm worried about the safety of Kenichi-kun's friends, but what is the strategy you came up with? And then she says, this Shigure-chan special. And that's where the chapter ends. And then we get an extra page, and it says on the bottom, a multitude of masters, invincible superhumans, today too their disciples are ready to train. The steps of the, and it's blocked, because it's blocked by Manga here logo, so I can't really see what it says, unfortunately. And that's what happens in the chapter. So, pretty much, the reason I'm giving this a 4 out of 5 is because it's giving us more details for this new arc. That's the real reason I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. And I like how they're setting this up. Now, it's going to be more like Shigure is going to be the main master who's going to teach them stuff. Shigure special. We don't know what that is. Probably next week we'll find out what she meant by that. And because it's the weapons team, she excels at weapons, so she's going to just teach them, I guess. To Kenichi, to Miyu, hell, probably the other ones of the Shinpaku Alliance of these abilities of use of weapons. Now she calls it Shigure'S special. I'm like, yeah, what do you mean by that? You know, the Shigure-chan special. I don't know what that means, but that's what she implies. I we saw the scene with Kenichi and Miyu on the side there looking at her. She says that, but so that's where we're going here. Now this is pretty heavy shit. This is gonna be far worse than probably with Ogata. Like, you know, I definitely see it having more ramifications than it did with Ogata's situation, with the Ogata situation. So, but we'll see how this goes. I mean, I think this is going to go in deep shit, big time. I mean, it was pretty deep shit this past arc with Ogata fighting Tanaka and all Yomi and stuff, and now we got the weapons team. Damn! They're going to go, they're aiming for kills, and all the weapons and stuff, so this should be interesting. We'll see how it unfolds. I thought this was a good chapter. What did you guys think? Comments below. Rate, comment, subscribe. You know the story. It was weird today. I got a shitload of subs out of the blue. Like, really. I got like 2,556? I was like, damn. That is a huge amount. I just got 2,500 like not too long ago. I found that very strange. But anyway, tell me what you guys think about this chapter. I think this was a good chapter. We'll see how this goes. I mean, you know, Shigure, it seems, yeah, Shigure. She's going to be like, who knows? Maybe she'll teach Kenichi, maybe try to teach Kenichi to use weapons. Who knows? We'll see what this Shigure-chan special is. We have no idea what this is about. We'll have to wait and see on this. But yeah, people, that's the story. It's Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. I really like this chapter. I like how they're setting this up. They got this group executioner blade. Oh man, let's see where this goes. I think people deaths, some life risking battles on the way, people. So yeah, see you guys later.